says every British person right now. Welcome back. My hair is crazy. It's a bit of a different background right now because there's too much stuff over there. I say that every time I move locations. I'm like, there's too much stuff where I normally film, so now we're elsewhere. Welcome back, or if you are new, welcome. It's good to have you. For today's video, I'm going to be doing an ANA de ARMAS recreation. Oh, it's a long time coming for me, honestly. She's just perfection, isn't she? So this is the look that we're going to be recreating today. It's a simple look, but we love it. We love it, don't we? And I thought, what better time to do an ANA de ARMAS recreation than when she's got a movie coming out this Friday? Like, we can all celebrate together, do you know what I mean? We can be like living our ANA de ARMAS fantasy. That sounds weird. This is taking fan to a whole new level, I'm so sorry. Also, if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. You know what I'm about to say. Okay, to start off, I've already done my base products, like my moisturizer and stuff. I'm not going to include them in the videos for a little while because it's the same thing every time and it's repetitive. So we are now going to prime. I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. That light just dimmed. It happens every time and I don't know why. Like after like 5 minutes of using it, it's like, bang, this lighting is appalling. I do apologise. But for foundation, we're going to go in with our Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser in the shade 2W1 Natural. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm excited. But she looks very like fresh in the face. Do you know what I mean? I just had a notification come through. We're having some rain. I've never been so excited for rain in my entire life. Oh my god, it's needed. Yeah, so I don't know if I actually got to the end of what I was saying. We're using this, dotted it round now. Oh, I didn't want my sponge. Every time, without fail, my sponge is not wet. Shall we see how it goes with a dry sponge? No, I'm gonna have to wet it. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm back with a wet sponge. Okay, now we're gonna blend it in. Oh, please don't say it's stuck down. Oh, it hasn't, okay. Next, we are going to do some concealer. Give me one moment to find it. She's got some she's flawless. Like, I know I say about this about every single person I do the recreation of, but she's flawless. Like ANA de ARMAS now. Not saying any of the other ones didn't live up to this standard, but like, look at her face. I did not do myself any justice then putting her next to me. We're gonna go in with the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige. Put it underneath the eyes, up here, and over all my dark spots. They're not really blemishes anymore, which is great. I doubt she puts this much makeup on, but I need to achieve this look. Now we're gonna blend with our sponge. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the same concealer, but in a lighter shade. This is the shade Fair Warm, and we're gonna put it on the inner parts of the eyes by here. It's a bit on the nose because she's got a very bright nose. I don't know if it's just because of the lighting, because this is obviously a photo shoot photo. She's got a light chin, so I'm gonna put some of that there. A very bright here, and a nice bright forehead. And now we're gonna blend. Okay, my under eye bags are insane. You need to get some sleep. Now we're going to go in with some cream bronzer. This is the Soleil de Tan Chanel, and we're going to just really warm up the face. She brings it all the way down here, by the way. Make sure we get the forehead too. Oh, that clip isn't doing its job, is it? It's raining. This makes me happy. Not so much about the lighting situation because it has gone quite dark. Might not be noticeable on camera, but it is very, very dark in this room right now after it being unbearably bright in here. Now we're going to take our sponge and go over the entire thing. Oh, my spots come back. I'm just going to take a little bit of the darker concealer and dot it on whilst we're waiting for that to do its thing. Set the centre of the face. Going to use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Going to take our little triangle poof and press it under the eyes. We're not going to put too much powder on because she's very, like, fresh. I feel like the second I add powder to my face, I look so blotchy. So we're gonna stick to the minimal side of things today. Gonna take some over the nose, the chin. Definitely get that upper lip today because it is still hot. How many times can I say that in one video? Did you know we're going through a heat wave? I'm gonna set down here as well, just for funsies. Not that we put much there, but now that the center, too much powder everywhere. Okay, now that we've set the center of the face. We're gonna try and blend out this bad boy. We can take a brush this time though, so that we can just stipple it in place. Now we're gonna use the same brush that we used for the bronzer and just kind of dab over it as well. Just to add some, just so it's not like a little like bright spot. Do you know what I mean? Okay, now we're gonna brush our brows into place. We're gonna use the Got To Be glue for brows and edges gel. Just gonna use this for my brows. We're gonna brush them up. She has, oh my god, her eyebrows. Everything on this woman is perfect. Don't you agree? We're gonna really brush them up for a second. So we look crazy. And then we are going to, I'm not gonna press this down to my forehead too much like the brush, because otherwise I'm gonna have some shininess around the brows and I don't want that. So we're gonna let them set for a moment before we fill them in. Next, we are going to contour. I like to use an eyeshadow. We're gonna contour our jawline. We're gonna contour the hell out of our jawline. So take your contour color underneath here. I like to get back here as well, because I don't know if you can, I'll show you this side where I haven't contoured. It kind of goes like that. Is that all? That's it all. Now that we have a jawline, somewhat of a jawline. Now that we have a shadow on our neck, I'm gonna contour our nose. If I can find my contour brush, that is. Hello, ma'am. Where's my contour brush? Hello? Without this, the show cannot go on. There it is. All along, it was right under my nose. Is there any other ones though that I could use that I just haven't noticed? We're actually going to go in with this brush first because she's got such a nice nose. So we're gonna attempt to make this look nice. We're gonna attempt a nice nose. So I'm gonna use this one because it seems a bit more precise. I'm gonna use the other one that I normally use to buff down the edges. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully we won't be interrupted this time. I proper legged it to the door then. I'm not doing this very well, am I? Let's buff for a moment, just so I can feel better about myself and my abilities. I'm gonna lift by here. She has kind of like a Bella Hadid kind of nose. Okay, she doesn't do this, but I feel like the ball of my nose is no way similar to her, so I'm gonna do a line by here and kind of slim down these edges a little bit. She's got a pouty bottom lip. I'm gonna just add my shadow. Okay, I'm gonna just buff out the edges of this contour slightly. Now, we're gonna take some of the RCMA No Colour Powder, load up the edge, and draw down the side of the nose. Tiny little dot on the end and one through the middle. We're gonna put some here just to lift the face a little bit. Now for the outer parts of the face with the bronzer on it, we're gonna use the Laura Mercier Glow Powder on a fluffy brush. A tiny bit because it is intense. And we're gonna just go over where we put the bronzer and stuff, just because it's got a bit of like a bronzy tint to it, but also very glowy. So I feel like it'll work very well for what she's got going on. Oh, I just spilt it everywhere. Okay, we'll just put it on the chest, shall we? Spillage is leakage. Oh, now we got a nice sheen going on. I love that this is just straight from the carpet. I mean, if my stepdad's watching, I don't mean that. I don't mean that at all. Nice, now that we've got like a nice healthy glow going on, we are going to put some blush on. She looks like she's wearing not a lot of blush in the slightest, but it looks kind of peachy, which is really annoying because I always go in with the same blush. Let's switch it up a bit, but I mean, like, peach blush is just a staple, isn't it, really? So we're gonna take a little bit of this and we're gonna keep it here. We're gonna take a bronzer brush. We're not gonna put anything on it, it's just an old bronzer brush. I'm just gonna dab over this area just to kind of tone down the pink bit. For highlight, again, she doesn't look like she's got too much highlighter on. In the center of the face, maybe, but here, not so much. So we're gonna put a tiny little bit on. Take a little bit of the gold one, just like tap once. And we're gonna go here. Okay, little bit over the chin, like whatever's left on the brush. And now we're gonna rub away all of this bake and take a little thingy brush, like this. And we're going to take the white one, just do a dot on the end of the nose, and then a line up here. We're going to bring it down further than I normally would. Not all the way down the nose, but I mean like some of the way. We're going to go in with our freckle tint because she looks like she's got quite a few freckles, but mine are faint. So we're going to go over our original ones with some freckle tint. This is the Lottie London freckle tint, by the way. I can't open this. I'm going to go, where does she have them? She has them on the sides of her nose, so like kind of where we put the contour line. I'm just gonna go over with some freckles, kind of help with the contour a little bit, won't it? Put a few where it's like in the center. Oh, that's made my contour look so intense. Okay, now we're gonna put some just around here. They're like kind of just underneath her eyes, I think. Now we're just gonna take our sponge and go over the ones that we put on the nose. Stop it from looking so harsh. And now I think base is done. So we're gonna set it in place. We're gonna use the Urban Decay Slick spray. I'm just gonna wait for it to dry down. Now we're going to do our brows. I'm going to use the Brow Shaper by Max Factor in the shade Deep Brown. And she's got very like defined eyebrows, so we're going to try our best with what we have. We're just going to do a line completely under the... Okay, and then we're going to do one on the top like here. I'm always really scared to like actually go in with my eyebrows because I could do the smallest little thing to my eyebrows and then suddenly they're like slugs on my face. So I have to be careful, but at the same time I want to do this look justice. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna do what we can. For the front of the brows, I'm just using the spoolie that comes with it. Brush up the colour from that line. Okay, for the eyes, we're gonna go into the James Charles palette and we're gonna take this brown here. I need my mirror. Where did it go? Okay, and we're gonna keep it here for a second. And she doesn't go into the inner corner, she kind of takes it up here towards the front of the brow. And then onto the nose, like blend it into the nose contour. Now that we have a base sort of colour down, we're gonna take a bigger fluffy brush, but it's more like tapered at the top. Gonna go into this brown here and put it exactly where we did the other one, just a little bit more precise, do you know what I mean? Like don't be so like sparse with it, no? Oh my god, I just need like a thesaurus or dictionary. Which one is it? Nick? I passed all of my GCSEs and all of my A-levels and I've got a degree. Why can't I speak basic English? Nick. Oof, yeah, this is what we were going for. Now. Okay, it's just on camera. It's looking intense. In real life, it's not. I'm just kind of blending it down to the lash line kind of weird because we're going to put our wing on. I'm just kind of connecting it to this, so it kind of makes it easier to do the wing later on. Now we're just going to take a fluffy brush and we're just going to blend all of this out because there's not going to be any like eye base type of thing. There's not going to be any colour on the crease. Nope, we've just put colour in the crease. There's not going to be any colour on the lid. Okay, now we're going to go into the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. We're going to take this colour here, which is kind of like a dark brown. We're gonna do like a little wing type of situation. It's quite a thick eyeshadow wing, so we'll try our best. I'm gonna do it and then I'll come back and explain what I did. I just find it easier that way. Okay. Can you see what it did? On hers, it looks like she's just done like or the makeup artist has just done like a line up and then not done a wing all the way up to the line. Like she's just kind of done that. So it's like a line with like a thick line over the lash line. That's what it looks like anyway. So I've done my best to try and do that while also making my eye look a bit more lifted because hers are. I'm gonna attempt to do that on the other eye. Oh, and I've also done it all the way in, but kept it quite like thin towards the inner corner. You know, standard. Okay, now for the lower lash line, we're just going to take whatever's left on this brush and take like a little pointy part of it. I'm just going to run it over my lash line, nothing intense, just to give a little bit of colour down there. Make my lashes look a bit more fuller. We're going to curl our eyelashes and we're going to put some mascara on. This is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. We're not going to put too much on just because we're going to put some false eyelashes on. I don't know if she does, but I'm going to add some like natural looking ones just to get some of that like length that she's got going on. Actually, I don't think I'm going to add lashes just because I forgot how long this mascara makes my eyelashes. But we'll wait until they dried, we'll recurl them, maybe put a little bit more on and then we'll see how I feel. Okay, wait. We're going to take this white eyeliner from e.l.f. and we're going to put it in our waterline. Oh, sponge. Okay. Do we add any inner corner highlight? She got a little bit. I'm gonna take these again. I can take the, oh, there's fluff on my brush. I'm gonna take the white one, just a little bit, and we're just gonna pop a little bit. We're not gonna go right directly on the tear duct. She's got it like here. So we're gonna pull it there. Pull it, put it. For lips, first we're gonna exfoliate them. I'm gonna use this one from e.l.f. It is brown sugar. That's why it tastes like cookies. For lips, she doesn't look like she's got anything on her lips. So she's got a little bit of like gloss. No, not gloss. It doesn't, I don't know. They look very, very natural. I'm just gonna use this lip gloss from Clarins. This is the Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in the shade 05. I'll put a little bit on the middle of the lips. Fantastic. She actually looks like she's got a little bit of glow on the top of her lip by here. We're gonna add a little bit to there. We just had thunder and lightning. Oh no. I'm 23 years old and I'm still terrified of thunder and lightning. Not so much terrified, it's just like I feel unsettled. I need a thunder buddy right now. I'm gonna FaceTime my little sister while I do the rest of the tasks the day needs. I don't know what to do with myself. And that is my cue to leave. Okay, oh, my hair is looking crazy. Hers is very like whoosh though, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter. This is the finished makeup look. I don't know if you can see it properly because this light is very, very bright. I really like it. Right, I need to stop saying this at the end of every single video. Think of a new word. This is the makeup. Very fresh, very light, very glowy, and we'd love to see it. So, Ana de Armas stays winning. Honestly, that's what we've come to. This is the conclusion of this video. Ana de Armas stays winning. I need to stop talking with my hands. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world. The world and more. That's what it would mean to me. And I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye.